Okay. So today I'm going to start your accounts receivable module.
The videos are not uploaded, sir.
Huh?
The drive, the videos are not there.
Which one not completed?
Still 29, 20 videos are there, video.
Video.
No.
No, I'm not able to understand what you're saying. Hello.
The videos are not there, sir.
Okay, fixed assets video I have not sent.
Until 29, 20 it's there.
Okay, 29th of July, last video I said. Huh? Okay, just a second. Okay, I will add it because all the videos are here. I will add the videos on the folder.
Okay, sir.
Sorry for that. Okay, 29 I have to done it. 31 and then 4. Okay, I will add that videos also on the folder. It is the same link, you can download all the videos. Okay. Till 29 it is there, and other videos will also add in this same folder, and you can download from the same link. There is no nothing. Okay. Okay. So today we are accounts. Okay, why do you use the accounts receivable? So basically, most of the company, okay, wherever you see this, they are using for financials, Oracle financials. They most of the 90% of the company use accounts receivable just for accounting purpose, not for invoicing to the customer. Okay, because they will have their own different developed software, or they are using some third-party tool to issue invoices to the customer. They directly not using the accounts receivable module to issue the invoices to the customer. So, but this module also is able to issue invoices to the customer. That process is still there in the accounts receivable. But what happens? Some of the things you don't want to divulge on the things, like say some companies are using one line item. Okay, when you purchase some goods or take some services, they give an invoice, and that invoice is generated from a different system where they have all the details for certain reasons, like we say, operational details or any other details. And if they are using accounts receivable of the financials, particularly to the issue the invoices, definitely there will be order management module also will be involved to issue that managing the orders of customers. Okay, customer will place the order, sales order. That sales order will be first then will be validated, then picked up from the locations, their packing will be done, then shipped to the customer, and then invoice will be raised, and then collection will happen. So accounts receivable just manage issuing of the invoice, doing the collection of the invoice, sending the customer statement of statements, doing dunning letter procedure, and managing all this customer management activity. So in the accounts receivable module, the first thing is we have to manage system options. Sorry, not system options. In our case, create the responsibility. As I said you before, responsibility creation that can be done, that is basically done in the very start of the implementation. So all the responsibilities will be available. Right now, I am showing you how to create that responsibility. So as we are going module by module, that's the reason we have to create a responsibility for each and every activity. Otherwise, there is no hard and fast rule. You can very well create the responsibilities way before when you are starting the implementation. So this step will be optional. Second step, assign it, assign the responsibility to user. That assignment we will do. This is the secondary activity. Though responsibility is already there, as and when you start the implementation, then only the responsibility assignment is going to happen. Then third, updating profile option. Profile option update is required because this is a subledger, and subledger works based on the operating unit or inventory organization, everything. And that also needs to be mapped to general ledger. So the updating of profile option. Fourth, AR, we go to the AR module, AR responsibility, sorry, AR responsibility. Inside AR responsibility, we are going to system options. Okay, these system options are basic options. Then in the fifth step, we have the customer profile class. Then in the sixth, we have the create customer. On the seventh, we have transaction source. 8, transaction type. 9, auto accounting. 10, payment terms. And likewise, we have many steps. We have 11. This 12. This source. 13. Payable activity. Okay. 14. Here we did auto accounting setup for invoices. Okay, not for. Here we are going to do it auto accounting for receipt. Then we create some transactions. Okay. In this, here I mentioned it. Create transactions, then collections, customer account management, fourth, customer statement. Fifth, this write-off. Sixth, invoice adjustment. Seven, we have refund. Okay. Let's say customer refund. These are the things we are going to do. So our first task is the creation of the responsibility. It is, I already opened it, but again I show you. Need to go to system administrator vision responsibility. Under the security, we have users and responsibility. The responsibility we need to do the define. We need to define the responsibility. So what is the responsibility? Okay. So it is AR super user idea receivable AR super user idea data group is standard receipt. AR navigate GUI. AR navigate main menu. Receivable all. Receivable reports. And save it. The responsibility now we created. Okay, now we need to assign this responsibility to our user. Go to user, click on define. The window will open. This is a creation window. On this, press F11 and enter your user. And press Ctrl F11. Here you will get the list of responsibilities. Now assign the responsibility, add new button. The row will be added on this new responsibility is assigned. Okay. Save it. So now this responsibility is assigned. Next task. So we completed creation of responsibility, assignment of responsibility. Now updating the profile options. Go to profiles, system profiles. In the responsibility, give the responsibility. In the profile, add chart percentage security profile. Okay, these are the few profiles which we need to update. IT corporation. This is the work we are doing right now. Okay. And HR business group. We have to verify this business group responsibility level IT corporation. When you assign the HR security profile, business group will be getting automatically updated. So no need to just to verify if it is correctly populated. Then third is the L ledger name. Okay, GL ledger name. IT India. IT India ledger. Responsibility level. Now we have to MO operating unit. MO operating unit. Here we have names. Okay. Here operating unit name we have to. This one. IT Private Limited OU. This one is our operating. This is what you have to complete. So we completed our third step, that is updating the profile options for the responsibility. Now what will happen when we go to this responsibility, some of the values will default based on the profile options we have defined. So now we go to our responsibility, AR supervisor. AR supervisor IT India Limited. When we go, all the responsibilities are available. Now we have to do setup. First task is to enable the system for the using of AR module. So under the systems, we have system options. Now you see here that operating unit is defaulted. When I click here, name, IT India Ledger, you have to define the ledger name. So realized gain and loss account, C1, CSM, okay, 7830 we are using. Intercompany 0, future segment also 0. And then something, okay. What is that? Okay, if you assign, you can assign the loss also. The loss research, okay. Currency loss 7840. Tax account. The tax account, we have to select the correct tax account. Let's say mostly it is sales tax account. Okay. This account structure is the very old structure. That's the reason we have the sales tax account. But for time being, we are using this account. Okay. If we have cross currency exchange rate to be created, or how the exchange rate will be derived, and all this rounding of the count, automatic journal import, header level rounding, all these options, if you enable, that will work. If you not enable, that is not going to work. And these are optional fields. Transactions and customers. Under the transactions and customers, you have allowed change to the printed. Suppose you created one transaction and you have already printed that transaction. Then if you want to change, or if you want that nobody should change that, this option is there. Same way, allow transaction deletion. This is strictly no. But if the transaction is incomplete and you want to delete it for certain reason, you can very well enable this option and delete it. But most of the organizations prefer like this. Allow transaction deletion, no. Allow payments of unrelated transaction. when we do the unrelated payment transaction, we will see that time. Tax invoice printing option, total tax, or how you want to get your taxes getting print. It is a total tax only you want to print, or itemized tax you want to print, or some of the all the tax you want to print. Mostly total tax only, but based on the country to country that differs. Document number generation level. Document number is a kind of voucher number. When you create a document in the system, that time the voucher will generate. So how you want to get it created? It is at the time when you save this transaction, or it is at the time when the transaction is getting complete. So most of the time it is better when it is complete. Okay. Late charge profile, it is when you have a collections after the due date. Would you like to charge any interest or penalty, and how that invoice will be generated, and etc. Then auto accounting setup. Okay, we are living like this. Automatic customer numbering, automatic site numbering. Okay, customer reciprocal customer. Create customer reciprocal means when the customer and two customers are related to each other at that time, it is creating reciprocal customers are enabled. So most of the time it is not enabled, but when the case is there in the client side, they are asking, then this we need to create. Claims we are not going to use it, or I am not going to give any training on this. This claim is specifically for insurance companies. Okay, when you are working for an insurance company, that time it will come. And now the miscellaneous. Under the miscellaneous, you have the split amount, discount basis, line only, auto cash rule sets, uh, 90 days sales outstanding. Charge with due date, deposit date, default country. Here we have to select India. Source of the territory, sales representative, and application rule set, line first, tax after, or you can do the prorate also, application rule set. Line and tax prorate also. So most of the time companies select this thing. So this is it, the system level setup. These are the basic setups, nothing much to do. And this we can change it later also. These are just some basic setup when some accounting has to happen automatically. So we have defined our system options. Now we proceed for customers. Customer profile class. Okay, customer profile class first. Customer profile class is the kind of it is for grouping of our customers to a particular area. Okay, by default there is by default there is a profile class already available that is called as default. But if you want, you can create your own profile class. Let's say hardware, the customers to whom you are doing consulting service only, no hardware, no software. The customers to whom you are doing the software delivery, or the customers you are doing the hardware delivery, that you can segregate and create their own profiles. Okay, some there are new customers are coming for which you want just 50,000 rupees as a credit limit, and for the old customers you want just the 1 lakh rupees as a credit limit. So you can create that one also. And customer profile class, you can create other thing is domestic customers, international customers. That is also very well possible. Even you can define your customers by east, west, north, south, central customers like this zone wise. So this is the kind of grouping you are going to do for your customers. So name, we are giving IT limited customer profile. Same we are going to do in the description active. Okay, balance forward billing. When this is mostly used in case of banks, credit card, who those who are issuing credit cards, telephone and mobile bill issuing companies, Airtel, Vodafone, and other companies. This comes in that case. Balance forward billing means the old bill will get shown on the new bill when you generate the new bill. In then payment terms by default you have to pay something. There are many payment terms available. Everyone has created their own payment terms. I see if it is there. Let's say we select the first immediate. Okay. Then allow discount override terms. Yes, when you enable override terms means whenever there is a invoice for a customer, you can change the payment terms at the time of invoicing also. If you do not have enable this option, it means that when you are issuing an invoice to the customer, you will not be able to change the payment term. Even if you try, it will give you an error. Then collector, if you assign one collector also, uh, based on that collector, you can generate the different reports. So right now it is a default collector while doing the setup. Tax printing, total tax, grouping rule. Grouping means when the different charges and all the invoices you have, if they are using the same account, same thing, it will group the line items. Otherwise, you can print single by single all the things. So we are going to use the default grouping rule. Then statement and dunning. When you would like to send the customer statements to your customer, when you would like to send your dunnings, dunning letter. Dunning letter is the reminder letter to your customers. So based on the that you select the cycle over here. We can create our own cycle and okay. We have monthly cycle available here. So right now we are selecting monthly. Letter set, standard letter set. Okay. Okay. Now we have the receipt. These are the statement and then letter set standard means what will be the letter when you send the dunning letter to your customer, how it will look like. what will be the content inside, where what it will be written. So that you can do predefined setup and attach over here, or otherwise you can do your own new setup like 3 or 4 levels of learning and etc. Okay, now we have the receipt. The receipt match receipt by okay sales or transaction number mostly when you do the collection. Okay, auto cash rule set if any is there. We have mostly standard will be available. Remain the rule set. Automatic matching rule set. You can very well define all these rules for yourself, your company. Remainder rule set means how the balance. Suppose you received a 1,000 rupees for an invoice of 900. So what will happen to 100? It will go to the refund. It will go to the unapplied account. It will go to the on account. And how you want to treat this? So something automatically will be done. So this we have done the setup one part. Late charges profile. When you have the customers paying late charge. If you enable late charge, the charge calculation and other items you have to enable it. And the profile class amount. Profile class amount, you have to give the currency INR and then give the credit limit. How much you want the credit limit to be given? 5 lakhs rupees. Okay. Order credit limit 5 lakhs. If you are using order management also, at that time this 5 lakhs will be tracked. And minimum collection amount, minimum statement amount, what it need to be. If nothing is mentioned, it will take I have all the details in the statements. And now press save it. It means that you have defined a profile class IT limited customer profile and that you are going to use for defining your customers. Close this. No. So this profile class we define. Based on this profile class, now we create a customer. Okay, here you see under the customer, we have create or maintain customers. Maintain customers means suppose you want to add certain information to your customer account, you can very well do with this field. Account merge, party merge, relationship manager, you can very well assign relationship manager. So account merge means you are going to merge the two customer account to the one customer account. Party level merge means it is the header level. Party is no either not a customer or not a supplier. It's just a party. When you classify this party as a customer and supplier, it will be a customer account or supplier account. And when you define a customer with respect to the operating unit, then it is the site level. Site level is the predominance on any other details coming from party or the account level. We will see what is the account level, party level, customer and supplier. A merge you can very well understand with the word meaning. Merge means when you have more than one party for a single party created, then you can merge the accounts and everything. And so the items of one account can be transferred to another account with the details. So this activity you can do very well with this customers field.
Sir, if the customer has, we are billing for a multi-currency means it will merge automatically, right?
Yes, yes, sir. Even if you are issuing into multi-currencies, it is going to merge the customers because both the customers, we are matching the customers uh, based on the name. Suppose ABC Limited we have created, let's say for an example. Okay. The customer is ABC Limited, okay, and ABC Limited. Both are same customers, okay? Because the person who is dealing with this parties, they know very well that both are the same parties. So what is the correct name and what is the correct thing? So this is the correct party. So I must do the account merge or party merge and transfer all the details of this customer to this customer and close this customer from that effective date. So this is called as account merge. So we will see that one also. Right now we are going to create one customer first. Creating customer. It is going to open the HTML page. Right now you can see there are customer type. The first option is the customer type. Organization and person. Okay, it is very much required that you must know what kind of customer it is. It is a natural person or it is an organization with whom you are dealing with, because tax treatment is different for each type of customer. For an organization, if you are dealing with, let's say, you have a different template of issuing invoices, and when you are dealing with a person, you have a different template. A person can be your employee also. Suppose you are going to sell old computers, old furnitures of your office to an employee, you have to create the invoice for that. And that kind of invoice, when you are creating, the employee is a person, not an organization. So that employee you can very well create with a person, the customer type as a person, and you can issue the invoices to that person and get the amount collected. So this is the bifurcation. So right now we are going to create the customer at the organization level. So now I have to click here the create. So here you cannot change the customer type. Why? Because I have selected at the main page a customer as an organization. So party name, organization name, IT India customer number one. Okay, I'm just using the classification. Okay, alias name. If you want some different name to be there, okay. Most of the when see when this Oracle implementation is happening, it is happening in the English language for most of the countries. But sometimes what happens? There is Greek, there is Germany, not Germany. There is Japan, China. They want the English name as well as the name in their own language. That is the Chinese letters and the Japanese letter must be there. So in that case, you can very well input that name exactly how it is in the alias column. So this field is for that purpose only. Okay. Now account description. This is the party level. This is the account level. This is the site level. Okay. So now we have to give the account information. Account information, let's say customer account name or number we have to give 001. Okay. Account description we have given. Profile class default, but now we know that we have defined our own profile. That is IT limited customer profile. So we are to select that one. So most of the fields are getting used to. Then classification of this customer. What kind of classification you are going to assign this customer? Is it a company or government or financial service company or health agencies, it's a municipal oil and gas sector, etc., etc. So You can very well select this, or you can leave it as well, because this is not a mandatory. Okay, these are the some of the fields which is enabled using the DFF. DFF means descriptive flex fields, where these are the fields which you cannot capture directly on the customer, any of these pages of the Oracle, but you want to capture it using enabling additional fields and entering over there. Okay, so these all fields are enabled by some other users who are using this instance to do the practice. So even if they made it mandatory, we have to select some values. Okay, consolidation of the invoice, as they made it mandatory, and that's the reason we have to select some values. So that is one. Now address. I give it India. Okay. When we enter the India, it changed the details over here. Okay. Based on the country, the address details page will change. And so right now you see address line 1 is mandatory, but for some countries it is the different case. The address line 2 also will be mandatory. State and country and city will be mandatory. Province will be mandatory. So this field gets changing. So right now it is just address line 1. So we are going to add the details. Okay. So it is OMR. No, that's it. And we are not going to give any other details. It's the address detail. Now we have the site detail. On this site, we have the territory. We are not going to use this EDI location. We are not going to use EDI location. Means when you have the electronic communication with your customer. Electronic communication means you are able to send the invoice copies to their email IDs in a format which will get translated into the invoice copy for the customer. So these are some coding fields like XML fields which will get converted into the PDF, okay, ADI locations. So now we have the build to, we have multiple sites, okay, acknowledgement. When you want to send an acknowledgement of certain things, you select the acknowledgement site, build to site. So customer can have various addresses, okay. The party can have the various addresses. Suppose the customer is having one location to send the invoice, that is a centralized location. Let's say we can say that Infosys Limited, okay. Whenever they do the purchasing or sales, so maybe let's say sales, okay, sales by one party, that is a bill to let's say sorry, my example got confused. Uh, let's say you are doing invoice to the customer, that is Infosys Limited, our business. Okay, Infosys Limited will give you two address. Okay, he will ask you to send the invoice to Bangalore, but he will ask you to send the goods and consignments or deliver the services to the Chennai location. Okay, so that's the reason we have bill to and ship to location. Bill to location where you are going to send the invoice, ship to location where you are going to deliver the goods or services. Likewise, we have other details. Bill of lading, credit contract, credit memo delivered to drawee, dunning letters. When you are going to use the send the dunning letter, we are going to use the dunning site. We have, when you want to send the invoices, that is invoices site, and you can also add by yourself some sites for which you have to do some customizations. So basically, we use the bill to and ship to and statements and dunning, okay, and drawee also. We will see how we can use it. So right now we are using bill2. It is our primary address. Once we selected this, save and add details. The customer number will get generated automatically because we have selected it automatically. See, customer number has generated 473122. Okay. So our address got added, and this is the bill to also added, details also added. Now we have to add some details. By this also we can use this customer. Okay, at the customer level, we created customer. Okay, let me explain you sites. Okay, we have so many tabs over here. This is at the account level. It is not at the site level. Site level details only we can use for our operating unit. Let's say IT India Limited has operations in Pune and operations in Chennai, and both the operations is separate. That's the reason we have two operating units. One is Chennai, one is Pune. So if the same customer we are invoicing from Pune, then we need to create a address with operating unit as Chennai and one at site with Pune, because when you are issuing invoice from the Pune, you must use the customer available with the Pune, because the customer need to be available with the Pune location. Then only you can do the invoices, because for that you need the address. Okay, site level works like that only. Suppose you have multiple locations of the customers, that way you can add multiple addresses over here. Okay, like I have added OMR row India. Okay, I can create one more site. I click on site, create one more site. Okay, create one more address. I give here India. Okay, here I give single photo, and nothing. This is build to site, and I finish it. Now we are again going to the same page. We have to search our customer. IT customer. बरोबर. You click for IT media percentage. Click for. So IT India customer. This is the. We have one address over here. You click on details. I was creating two sites, na, see here. Now the two sites are available. One is OMR code, one is Changal Road. Build two sites. Okay, I can very well use any of this site because these both sites are available with me. Okay, If customer has asked you to issue invoice in the name of the Changalpet office, then you can very well select Changalpet invoice address and send the invoice to that location. If a customer has asked you to invoice based on OMR road address, you can very well select OMR road address and send it to OMR office of the customer. So likewise, you can get many addresses for the customer, and you can very well add the ship to locations also. If right now I selected just build to location, let me see, create one more site there where it is will be ship to location, where you are going to deliver the goods and services. Let's say India, Mandala. Okay, this is my address. Uh, okay. And this location I'm changing it to ship to location. Okay. So for this ship to location, what will be your build to location? You have to select OMR or Changalpet. When you click it, both the address will come OMR or Changalpet. If you are not selecting also, that is also okay, not an issue. You can very well select the location at the time of invoicing also. And I select this is a primary one, and I click on finish. If you see, we have shift to address is also created. So likewise, you can create multiple sites for the customer where he wants his invoice to be delivered, where he wants his goods and services to be delivered. All this will be managed under site. Then we have account profile. Under account profile, whatever you select the profile class, based on the profile class, all these value get updated. Okay. We have not enabled balance forward billing, and that's the reason it is disabled. Okay. You have enabled override payment terms, allow discount. These all are at the account level, and that's the reason all this the this is based on your profile class. What you define in the profile class, that is all coming over here. Then the profile amount.
Sir, if we change here, it will get updated in the profile.
No. It is not going to update the profile. It is going to change for this customer alone over here.
Okay.
There is some additional fields got enabled. And, that is the reason. This is enabled by DFF. Okay, this we have not done, and that's the reason it is not allowing us to proceed further. But whatever we change here, it is specific to this customer alone, not going to change for profile or any other customer. Then we have profile amount. Profile amount, what we have defined as a currency that is coming from the customer profile class. What is the credit limit will be there? Credit limit of 5 lakhs, order credit limit of 5 lakhs. Then payment details. Comment also they enabled is mandatory. That's it. Then payment details. Under payment details, we have to add if the customer is paying from the credit card, or if they are going to do the bank transfer, or if they are going to do the debit authorization. Debit authorization means this is we use for some of the specific countries where customer will give us the details. Based on these details, bank will directly deduct the money from our account. It's like EMI or SIP or balance getting deducted out based on our standard standing instructions. Okay. If we get, likewise, customers can give standing instructions to their suppliers. Suppose one of the customer is there and he is Infosys Limited has given us the standing instruction that whatever with the invoice is there, you can very well deduct the balance whenever it is coming due. What will happen because of this? You have to run one program, and this will generate one file in it, HTML language. That file you will give to your bank by uploading this file on the website of the bank. Then bank will receive the details. Okay, so for so and so customer, this is the bank account and this is the bank name, bank branch, bank number, and then he will send that details to the consent bank. The consent bank will validate that instruction and say yes, this instruction is valid, and he will transfer the money automatically by deducting from the bank account and send it to the customer. So this is kind of automatic payment collection. It is in European Union. This is a SEPA direct debit or ACH mandate in US. Okay, this kind of payments are already available. So most of the companies in US and Europe, those who are working like this, they are already doing these setups and proceeding with this setup to collect the payments. Okay. Then we have the communication. Under the communication, we have the communication details. Like what will be the email ID, what will be the contact details, so who is the person responsible for like that. Under relationship, if we have any customer who is related to this customer, then we can create a customer relationship. Then order management, this is related to when you are using the order management module of the Oracle. Late charges, if you have the late charges, and any attachment, if you have any attachment from the customer, you can very well attach that on this site. So now we are going to the site. Under the site, we have two build to site, one save to site. If you go to the details, OMR we have some issue with this page. Okay. So inside also, likewise, what we checked that account profile amount, all these tabs will be inside also will be available. But the thing is, if you do not go and update few things there, you will not be able to use the customer. So I will drop an email to this manager of this server and will get back what is the issue and maybe they will resolve it. And, then we continue from the next. Okay.
Yes, sir. Tomorrow we can have, sir.
Yes, tomorrow we'll take training morning time. Okay. Or you want the same afternoon time?
Morning, okay. At what time, sir?
Morning 7:30 or 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sir. Fine.
Morning 7:30 or 8 o'clock. 7:30 or 8 in between. Okay.
7:30, okay, sir.
7:30.
Hmm.
Okay, 7:30. So tomorrow
Yeah.
7:30 will continue further.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
I will add all these videos in the folder now.
Okay, sir. Sir, AP review after this we'll have, sir.
AP review we will do once we complete the accounts receivable and cash management module. Then I will take 1 day to cover your accounts payable revision, then accounts receivable and accounts cash management module 1 day. Cash management will not have much. Only the thing is we are using cash management for reconciliation purpose.
Okay. So general ledger we have not done, right, sir?
General ledger, no, we already done it. Revision we already done it for general ledger.
Revision. Oh no, general ledger setup we said.
Yes, yes,
complete.
Yes. Yes, we will complete the GL also. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.